U gaat kijken naar het filmpje van de beeldersblok. Het is in de grond van de zaak geen Samen Investeren project, omdat het een te groot was voor onze portefeuille. Maar het laat wel heel erg zien wat we als Samen Investeren beogen. U ziet hoe Hanna daarbij betrokken is. U ziet hoe het team van de BMI Group daarbij betrokken is. Paul legt ook uit wat hun visie is die wij van harte ondersteunen. Samen verschil maken in gemeenschappen en een antwoord geven op de vragen die de maatschappij stelt. En kijk met die ogen naar het filmpje. En wellicht dat u ook wilt deelnemen in projecten van Samen Investeren. Dan nodig u van harte toe uit.
This is an iconic Stratford property where workers thrived and prospered, where national pride met national output, and where a foundation of hard work laid the groundwork for where we are today, and most developers were planning to demolish it. Last year, we walked door to door and spoke to upwards of 200 residents. In a similar spirit, we hosted a public open house to share our designs, where we engaged and gathered input from over 100 neighboring residents.
BMI has been collaborating with the community through several outreach programs. On this project, we have several of the same consultants, tradesmen, managers as we had at the Bradshaw. To pull something off like this, it takes a very large collaborative approach from consultants, community input, visionaries such as the Veldman brothers, and a strong presence from the trades in town. We need people who are experienced in these types of developments, including the architects and the engineers.
Our mission is to reimagine, repurpose, and revitalize the Krug building and the large empty site around it, to create a place where people find a home they want to come home to, where they feel inspired to build their life, where they feel comfortable to stay, where beauty, affordability, and community are truly present.
Similar to how at Gaslight, we're mixing different programs like office and retail and restaurant. At Builders Block, we're mixing different residence types. Everything from a micro unit all the way up to a really generous 3-bedroom townhouse.
The structure, all things considered, was, in as good or better condition than the Bradshaw. So we've learned sort of the good, the bad, and the ugly of what not to do. That's our objective, is to take the lessons we learned, apply them at the Builders Block to allow us to put a affordable and attainable unit price into the market for all to enjoy. Instead of building out, we want to build up and build something great that all of Stratford can be proud of.
We've collaborated with the Stratford and District Historical Society and the Stratford and Perth Architectural Conservancy of Ontario, who expressed their support for this project. The feedback we received has been instrumental in shaping the Builders Block design.
People want to see their city succeed, and here is a chance to bring it back to life and regain its strength, its vitality, its spirit. So when you have a property like Builders Block that you have to redevelop, the important thing is to remember that for the past, we want our kids to come back. We have to make apartments and housing and developments like this appealing to our kids and others who aren't who we are.
So the first way that we're trying to build community is by prioritizing the pedestrian over the vehicle. So literally, people are more important than cars. One way we're doing that is putting as much of the parking underground as we can, and that allows us to create more outdoor community space at grade.
We're going to be affordable units, there's going to be trails. This really is designed to build and strengthen a new community within Stratford.
As sustainability and community building are key parts of BMI, we definitely look into, in most of our projects, repurposing old buildings and making use of existing infrastructure. What we do here at Builders Block, it's 7 acres of underutilized land. To develop this site is what is best for Stratford.
Stratford's our home. We're committed to it, and we're working with top-tier local contractors and some of Canada's top architectural and design firms to bring their best to the project. For it all to work, the conservation of a Stratford legacy, the continuity of a neighborhood, and the inclusive pricing, we've worked to get the density right. That's the Stratford we're building for.
There's an intangible value in an existing building. It's just a feeling you get. When you're in it, you think about what's all happened here. folks worked here, a happy moment, sad moment, a whole collection of moments. And it's not something you can duplicate. It's certainly in my DNA to get very excited about reimagining existing built form.
We are taking this 100-year-old building and repurposing it because we think for generations to come. We look at what's available, what other people have done before us, and we want to do the same thing for the next few decades. We want to ensure that people talk about us and talk about, the community we've built because it has lasted this long.
By preserving these buildings, we're creating a bridge from the past to the present, giving us an understanding of where we came from and where we want to go. Stratford is generally an older community, steeped in tradition and history. So by rejuvenating these old buildings, we're preserving that history within Stratford.
Stratford is growing. It's not the small city that it used to be, and we need to be able to manage that growth. Let's do it right.
This development is all about collaboration, and that extends to the community. And so we're all rowing in the same direction.
It is more than just buildings, just like this garden here and other parks in Stratford. At Builders Block, we are planning to create a landscape like no other in Stratford and in Canada. The award-winning planning partnership is helping us with this.
We treated this project with respect. Every city has those kinds of properties that need to be healed, need to be revitalized and brought back to life again.
We're not just building a new residential development, we're building a place where people will want to live.
It's almost a duty to maintain these old buildings, to bring them into new life, allow for those stories to continue to be told.